Police are investigating a horrific double murder in a wealthy New York City neighborhood.
In that exclusive New York City neighborhood,
a mom returns home from a swimming lesson with one child to her beautiful Manhattan apartment.
And as Terrell Brown reports, the victims are two small children, and their nanny is the suspect.
A mother returned home to her luxury New York City apartment Thursday night to find two of her children brutally stabbed to death and lying in a bathtub. The children's nanny lay nearby with apparently a self-inflicted wound. She had cut her own throat.
Children being wounded or killed. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I can't imagine what the mothers feel.
and we want to warn you at home, this is an extremely disturbing story. ABC's John Mueller is on the scene on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. John.
Investigators are trying to figure out this morning what could have made a New York family's caretaker turn on the children she was paid to protect.
Pull it up! Keep going!
Around 5:30 p.m. Thursday night, Marina Krim arrived home from a swimming lesson with her 3-year-old to find a gruesome scene.
Neighbors described blood-curdling screams coming from both the mother and building superintendent when they found the bodies.
She's crying out, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? My life is ruined. I have no children. I have no children.
Police escorted Krim from the scene after dark with her only surviving child, a sheet draped over their heads. The children's father, an executive at CNBC, was flying back from a business trip in San Francisco and was notified once he arrived in New York.
Police met Kevin Krim with the grim news as he arrived at the airport from a business trip. He was taken to his wife and surviving child's side at a New York hospital.
The 50-year-old nanny survived the wounds to her throat, and this morning police say she's in critical but stable condition at a nearby hospital. Yoselin Ortega had reportedly worked for the family for about a year.
She lives on the west side of Manhattan. She lives with her son, and she lives with her sister and her sister's daughter.
And so we decided to search out some numbers nationwide for perspective on so much pain. ABC's Dan Harris has the answers.
The aftermath of what police suspect is an astonishing act of betrayal. Look at the statistics. Of all the violent crimes against young children, more than half are committed by family, more than 40% by a family acquaintance or stranger, leaving only a tiny slice, just 4.2%, committed by nannies or babysitters.
It's like a total horror movie. I walk down the hall and I see the light on under the door, she said. I see Lulu. I knew that she was dead. She's lying in the bathtub and her eyes are open. I see Leo next to her. They had blood on them. Then I see the defendant, blood all over her and eyes bugging out. All I remember saying to her is, "I hate you." Prosecutors described the children's wounds in painfully graphic detail. They claim Ortega was angry at the Crims for overworking her and was resentful of Marina Crim for being able to provide for her children in a way she could not. The defense says the 55-year-old caregiver was suffering from mental illness and was unaware of the consequences of her actions.
The evidence will show that she has a corroborated history of hearing voices and dissociating from reality since the age of 16.
The defendant, Yoselin Ortega, remained emotionless throughout the hearing today, never making eye contact with Marina Crim as she testified. Crim is still on the stand. This trial is expected to last at least 3 months.
A few months, the story of Lulu and Leo and our whole family will be painfully in the news again.
Kevin and Marina Crim anticipating what will likely be excruciating for them. Coming face to face with their former nanny, accused of murdering their 2 young children.
This trial will be very hard for us and for a lot of you.
The couple releasing this video message ahead of the start of the trial of 55-year-old Yoselin Ortega today. The Crims, who have since had 2 more children, have created a nonprofit, the Lulu and Leo Fund, an organization that fosters creativity among children in memory of the 2 little ones they lost, using their tragedy to help others.
We're going to handle this the way we've handled everything. We're going to focus on the positive and the goodness that's come out of all this.